Today, I'm going to share with you how to create an online course, e-learning program, or learning experience using Grok AI. This is Elon's AI explained for e-learning programs, online courses, and learning experiences. I have a 9-step process I'm going to share with you today, and I'm also going to help you make sure that you have the tools and resources that you need once you have created that learning experience, online course, or e-learning platform so that you can grow your business and serve your learners powerfully. Now, there are thousands of technologies out there, which is why I have created my e-learning platform finder just for you. It is linked in the description below this video. It is free to use, and it is going to help you in a matter of seconds find the perfect e-learning or learning experience platform that you need to serve your learners. Maybe your learners are your employees, your team members. Maybe your learners are your customers. Maybe there's somewhere in between. No matter who your learners are, by using my free e-learning platform finder, you're going to get matched with the perfect e-learning platform in a matter of seconds. I'm also going to give you an extended free trial of that platform so that you can start integrating it into your business, so you can start getting value out of it and serve your learners before you even have to pay for it. And to make sure that it goes as smoothly as possible, I'm also throwing in a free online course to help you get everything set up step by step with the platform you have been matched with so that you can start serving your learners today. So linked in the description below this video, check out my e-learning platform finder. It's going to take you a matter of seconds, and then I'll see you back here. So maybe this is your first time interacting with generative AI. Or maybe you're like me and you've played along with multiple platforms. Maybe you've tried ChatGPT, Gemini, maybe even Copilot, and you're like, hey, I've been hearing about Grok, let's check it out. No matter where you are, Grok is a very interesting tool. It, just like ChatGPT, Gemini, all these things, is a message-based system where we basically type prompts in, and Grok is going to, based on our prompts, serve us in our business and in our lives. And specifically today, help us build an online course, e-learning program, or learning experience. One of the main differences with Grok versus ChatGPT or these other platforms is Grok integrates directly into the X environment, the Twitter environment. So Grok is pulling data from up-to-date tweets or X posts. I'm really not sure what they're calling it these days, but basically it has access to the X database. So this can be a good and a bad thing. The pros of this is Grok, unlike ChatGPT, has access to up-to-date information. The problem is this information can be misinformation. This information can be opinions, because X is a social media platform. So even though Grok has access to the X database, it doesn't necessarily mean that all the information that Grok has access to is factual. So you gotta be really careful when looking at that. Now, from a free tool perspective, I actually like Grok a little better than ChatGPT because it really goes above and beyond with what it delivers to you based on the prompts that you give it. So let's start with step 1 of the course creation, learning experience creation process. Ideation. Step 1 is ideation. So I'm not sure if you have an idea of a learning experience or online course you want to build. For me, I'm actually ideating multiple learning experience ideas for my other business, Athlete with Asthma. And I am between a couple of ideas, but really what I want to do today is get Grok's feedback on this. And I really do recommend that you try out multiple generative AI platforms because each of them thinks a little bit differently. Each one has a little nuance to their algorithms, to how they're built. So it's good to have more ideas in the room and not just lean on one system. So here we go. I have a company called Athlete with Asthma, and I am looking to develop a new online course / learning experience to serve my customers. I have a couple ideas about what I want my new course or experience to be about, but want you to give me your advice first. What I would like you to do is conduct some research on what is already out there regarding online courses. And as you can see, I'm very detailed with my prompts. I think the more detail you plug into generative AI, the better results you get. The results of generative AI are very dependent on how good of a prompt you give it, how good you are at going back and forth with Grok to really get the best result. When you put in a prompt that is very generic, you're going to get generic results. So it really does take skill to do this. And the best way to do it is just be descriptive. And then you'll get better and better as you go. There's already out there regarding online courses serving athletes with asthma. I currently have a course called Drop 30 and Keep It Off, all about weight loss with asthma. I don't want to do another course around that. Once you do the research, let me know what gaps there are and give me 25 topic ideas. So I highly recommend you pick a number. 10, 25, I've even said 100. Now, at some point, generative AI starts doing something called hallucinating, where it'll just start making stuff up. So the more you ask it for, the greater chance it's going to hallucinate. But that's why I'm going to show you what our next prompt is going to be to really make sure that we're getting high quality answers. Here we go. So research existing course is for athletes with asthma. Based on available information, there are limited online courses specifically designed for athletes with asthma, particularly those that exclude weight loss as primary focus. Here's a summary. General asthma management courses, Asthma Australia, Asthma and Allergy Foundation, Class Central's asthma courses, exercise and asthma resources, American Lung Association, WebMD's Athlete Guide, Healthline, specialized training and coaching resources. Training Peaks, coaching the asthmatic athlete, aimed at coaches. This resource debunks myths about asthma and exercise. CMS fitness courses, scientific. Okay. Gaps in current offerings. Athlete-specific focus. Most existing resources are either general or informational guides. So creating a course that is athlete-specific is something that I should look at doing. When you're doing this for your course, same thing. This is why I really think you should ask what gaps are in the marketplace, and you can have Grok do research and figure out what those are. Now, if you don't get the best results with that prompt, then adjust it a little bit. Give it a little more information about what you're doing. For me, this makes a lot of sense. Structured online learning for athletes, mental and emotional support, sport-specific strategies. So 25 topics. Mastering exercise-induced bronchoconstriction, breath control for peak performance. I have been considering doing a breath-oriented course or learning experience for my audience. Really, though, what I am looking for is building a course for runners who have asthma. And the reason why I like to go broad and not tell initially in my initial prompts, generative AI, what I'm looking to do is because one thing that generative AI likes to do is keep you happy. which is good. And it can also limit the brainstorming session. Because if I went in here and I said, yeah, I want to build a course or a learning experience or an e-learning program all about serving runners with asthma, building a step-by-step course with that, then what is it going to tell me? It's going to tell me, oh, that's a great idea. Here is what you should do. But by keeping it broad, we can get some research done to really test the idea. And based on what Grok is saying here about athlete-specific focus, so runner is a specific kind of athlete. Practical application for sports, running is a specific sport. That practical application can occur. Community and peer support, this is something I want to include in the learning experience, and I invite you to as well. Community is really what sets online courses that are going to be successful apart that ones that aren't at this point, especially with generative AI and AI in general. Since people can learn from AI, people want access to a community. They want to interact with humans. They want to interact with you. So this is really encouraging inspiration from elite athletes. So sport-specific asthma management plan. This is basically what I want to do, is from a running perspective. So I feel really good about the ideas it's giving me. What we can do now is say, it sounds like athlete and sport specific courses related to asthma are a really strong opportunity for me. I am an elite ultra runner with asthma. Therefore, I want to create an online course or learning experience serving other runners with asthma. I would like you to do further research on this and help me come up with 10 different course name ideas related to this topic. We're digging deeper with AI. When you're working with AI, you want to at least prompt 3 to 5 times to get results. You really want to have this be a back and forth experience. You don't want to go with the first thing that Grok tells you. Compelling, existing resource prevalence, additional research insights, prevalence and needs in ultra asthma and exercise-induced bronchoconstriction are notably prevalent among endurance athletes. Reddit discussions, existing resource. Current resources like those from the ALA for general running tips, but lack specificity for ultra running or advanced asthma management. Personal stories such as those from Trail Sisters or your own journey resonate strongly with runners. Lack of structured courses addressing psychological and logistical challenges. So mental and logistical challenges of ultra running. Athlete preferences. Ultra runners with asthma value practical, actionable strategies. Warm-up routines, reduce inflammation, marketing positioning, 10 course name ideas. Breathe strong, run long. That is amazing. I love that. Trail ready lungs, mastering ultra. Run far, ultra running. So I'm going to do one more prompt, asking Grok to rate these on a scale of 1 to 10 for marketability, for action-based results, for click-through rate. Here we go. Now I want you to rate the course ideas, course name ideas from 1 to 10 on the following metrics. and create an aggregated score. I only want 28 out of 30 rated course names. So you may need to come up with additional names. Rate on the following. 1, ensuring a high click-through rate of 10% or higher. 2, action/result focus, so it is easy to know what I am getting out of this course. 3, marketability and memorability, so it is easy to say and remember. So choose what you want your rating criteria to be. And it is best to have at least 2 or 3 metrics. Sometimes I'll just do 1, and that's when I'm really trying to move fast. But when I'm taking a little more time to ideate and build something, I like to at least come up with 2 or 3 metrics to rate on. And here we go. Breathe strong, run long. Okay, give it a 26 out of 30. CTR 9 out of 10. Action result 9 of 10. 8 of 10 marketability. Trailer ready lungs. We got an 8, an 8, and an 8. Run far, breathe free. We got a 9, 9, 9. Ultra asthma advantage. Winning races with resilience. 10, 10, 9. 24, 27, 27, 29, 30. We have a 30. From Wheeze to Win, Ultra Running Asthma Solutions. This probably is the best one I've seen so far. Asthma Proof Ultra Runner. Run free, breathe strong. Here's a 27. Beat asthma, crush ultras. So it's ideating here. And now here's the list. Ultra Asthma Advantage, Lungs and Legs. From Wheeze to Win, that's my favorite so far. Asthma Proof Ultra Runner. Beat Asthma, Crush Ultras. Defy Asthma, Dominate Trails. Unstoppable Ultra Runner, Asthma Control for Races. From Wheeze to Win, Running Asthma Solutions. I like this. I don't like the second part here. Asthma Proof Runner, I like better. So now that we've completed step 1 of ideation and coming up with some course names, it is time to build a learner transformation statement. I teach this step by step how to really build your perfect learner profile and build your learner's journey in my free masterclass linked in the description below. For our purposes today, what I want you to do is come up with a topic that you like, and it could be a combination of topics. So I'm going to tell Grok, I really like 1, the second half of 1, the first half of 3, and I really like the idea of Asthma Proof Runner because I want to serve runners looking to run 5Ks all the way up to marathons for the first time. I will then build a more exclusive ultra running learning experience and community for asthma later on. Using what I like, I would like for you to research the principles that eLearning Partners teaches, it'll fix this, but we'll just go lowercase just so it knows, regarding building a learner transformation statement for my course/learning experience, and act like eLearning Partners to do this for me now. Give me 10 out of 10 rated learner transformation statements for me to review. This is step 2. And I highly recommend that you tell it to Research eLearning Partners, that's my company, and use our principles to help you with this. Because what it's going to do is look through my content and literally act as if it's me to help you do this. From wheezing to winning, run far, breathe free in your first 5K to marathon. Transform your running journey. Learner-centric. Giving us some rating justifications. Run far, overcome asthma's limitations to achieve your first 5K or marathon. I want to add something else because it did research eLearning Partners, but didn't go far enough. eLearning Partners also teaches that the learner transformation statement, or LTS, dictates the learner's journey from point A, knowing nothing or not having the ability to achieve what they want, to point Z, having the knowledge, resources, ability, and actually achieving the results that they want. Adjust responses accordingly. Now, depending on when you're doing this, Grok will even do a better job of aggregating eLearning Partners resources and helping you. Right now, as of recording this video, I actually recorded a version of this for ChatGPT, how to build an online course, e-learning program, or learning experience step-by-step using ChatGPT. And it did a better job of pulling in eLearning Partners concepts and principles. Start as a running paralyzed by asthma fears, ensure how to train without flare-ups, and transform into an asthma proof runner who confidently finishes your first 5K to marathon, armed with expert breathing techniques, training plans, and resilience strategies from an elite ultra runner. Run far, breathe free. Are these all 10 out of 10? Emotional resonance, clarity of transformation, alignment with brand. Top picks, statement 1, 3, and 9. Asthma Proof Runner, from doubt to race victory. And then 9, winning races with resilience from asthma barriers to victory. Begin unable to run without asthma flare-ups and become an asthma-proof runner who triumphs in your first 5K, 10K, or marathon, mastering tailored training, breathing techniques, and mental strength, guided by an elite ultra runner's expertise. I like this one a lot. I don't like the second half, winning races with resilience, run far, breathe free. I really like 3, asthma-proof runner. Here we go. Great. I like the name Asthma Proof Runner, winning races with resilience, and LTS statement 9. We're going to move on to step 3 now. Building the A to Z journey that we're taking your learners on. So we've built our statement. So we know the A point is being unable to run without asthma flare-ups. And then we know that where we're headed is to be an asthma-proof runner who triumphs in your first 5K, 10K, or marathon. Now we want to build the milestones along the way. Come up with the learning outcomes that our learners are going to achieve as they move towards the promised land of achieving their goals. So we're going to ask Grok to come up with 3 to 5 major milestones or learning outcomes for our learners to achieve along the way. Now, I would like for you to come up with 3 to 5 learning outcomes or milestones based on what eLearning Partners teaches to propel my learner forward from point A to point Z. We're coming up with our milestones. And our milestones are really what is going to break up our learning experience or our online course into learning sections. Now, depending on what platform you're using to sell and market your online courses, if you're creating these to serve your customers, or if you're creating a course to empower your team members, to empower your employees, the platform may call things different things. For me, I run both of my businesses using a platform called Kajabi. And if you want to check out Kajabi because you're looking to sell and market online courses, I highly recommend that you grab your 30-day free trial of Kajabi in the description below this video. In addition, I'm going to throw in my free Kajabi Made Simple online course. You can get everything up and running so you can start serving your customers with Kajabi within that 30-day free trial before you even have to start paying for the platform. And if you still are not sure what platform you need, you can always check out my free e-learning platform finder. It's going to take you a matter of seconds, and it's going to match you with the platform that you need, give you that free trial and access to a free online course to help you get started with that platform as well. Now, here's what Grok has for learning outcomes for our Asthma Proof Runner winning races with resilience. Master asthma smart breathing techniques. Yes. So there definitely needs to be a breathing part of this course. And I do agree it probably needs to be the first or an early milestone or learning outcome. Develop a personalized asthma action plan for safe training. Yes, safety is going to be important. Implement an asthma-proof training plan for race readiness. So here's the actual training plan. Build mental resilience. Yes. So I do think that potentially the mental resilience piece needs to be number 1, followed by breath, and then execute race day strategies. I like what you came up with. I do believe that mindset and mental resilience should be milestone 1, followed by breath, followed by safety, followed by the practical training plans, and then race day strategies. So now it's going to update it based on the sequencing of the milestones or learning outcomes that I shared with Grok. The next step, step 4, is building this into an online course outline or a learning experience outline. And really what we want to do is we have an outline of our course from the standpoint of, here is our course title. We have our learner transformation statement, and now we have our milestones. This is really important. We can partner with Grok to help us get some ideas of different ways to actually create this learning experience. What can we add to just the basics of an online course to drive results with our learners? So what we want to do, say, great, now I want you to combine the course name, the learner transformation statement, these 5 milestones, and come up with additional ways I can connect with my learners and develop a powerful learning experience by creating a complete online course / learning experience outline for me. I would like for you to think outside of the box and include things like personal connection / community, coaching. I already know that I want some sort of interactive take a run with me piece to be part of this. The ability to take a virtual or in-person run with me, and any other ideas you have to create the results that my learners are asking for. So I added some text around creating a learning experience, because really if you're just trying to create an online course, then we kind of already have our outline. And then it's just outlining the specific modules within each milestone, or maybe each milestone or learning outcome is just its own video module. And that is the next step after we get this outline built, is to, for step 5, start building out our individual modules. And I highly recommend that you build video-based modules. And there's plenty of tools out there. One of my favorite tools that integrates AI very fluidly in each aspect of the video creation process is Descript. Now, Descript is a powerful tool that not only allows you to record videos, you can also build your own AI avatars with Descript. You can edit using AI with Descript. It has cut my editing time for various pieces of content that I create by at least 50%, but it's getting even better now, where it's cutting about 75% of the time that I would used to have to spend editing content, even getting close to 80 to 85%. So I highly recommend that you grab your free trial of Descript in the description below this video to start creating powerful videos to serve your audience as a part of the learning experience or online course that you're creating. Here is our outline. So here's our course overview: name, transformation statement, point A, Z, target audience, duration, delivery. We even got pricing for our course, and it has some upsell ideas. Here's module 1, building mental resilience to overcome asthma fears. So Grok is calling what I call milestones or learning outcomes modules. Content, video, guided visualization exercise, positive self-talk worksheet, quiz. Don't really need a quiz. I'm probably gonna take that out. Community forum prompt, weekly challenge, live Q&A. Module 2, same thing, gives us some ideas. We have a tutorial, gives us ideas for each module. Additional features: community forum, live Q&As, coaching, upsell, in-person running, meetup. I like that. Upselling that, gamification, virtual race along. I do like the idea of it being a different level, because if people are local, or if they want to come take an in-person run with me, it should probably be a higher tier option. Virtual runs could be a higher tier option as well, probably a little lower tier than the in-person run. But I really like how Grok is starting to really piece this together. I invite you to keep playing with this. Now I'm going to move on to step 6, building out your module outline or your module content for each module that is in your outline. You can also use Grok to build out all these different content pieces that it is recommending. And remember, some of this stuff you're actually not going to be able to build with Grok. So like the community forum, for example. The community forum is something that a software like Kajabi will help you create. And Kajabi is really an all-in-one business management system. That's why I use it to run both my businesses, eLearning Partners and Athlete with Asthma. And I have a link to a 30-day free trial and a free course to help you get everything up and running in the description below. And you can always check out my eLearning platform finder as well to get a specific software that serves you and your specific needs for your business. So while we can partner with AI to build out a lot of the stuff for us, we are going to need other tools to successfully deliver this to our audience and actually build our businesses using learning experiences and online courses. So for step 6, I'm going to start by really fleshing out module 1 here. So now can you build a comprehensive outline for module 1 specifically, giving me bullet points and timing for a video I will create for the module. I don't want to create a quiz. So skip that. I would like for you to build out the other resources / content ideas you suggested, though. And give me a detailed plan on how I should integrate the community, weekly challenge, and live Q&A. I asked it to do a lot. Now, depending on what plan you're on for Grok, so if you upgrade Grok to, I believe it's called Super Grok, it will do more. One thing I really like about Grok, though, and why I like it as a free generative AI tool is it isn't as limiting as what I found with ChatGPT when I ask it to do things on the free version. Now I pay for ChatGPT because ChatGPT is amazing and it is my primary tool that I use. I still use Grok's free version though, just like I'm using right now, as a second set of eyes. So just know that sometimes you are going to give generative AI a prompt that it's not going to like, or it's going to say that it likes and it's not going to do everything that you asked it to do. Let's see if that is the case here. So let's review this. Course name, all this, video outline, purpose, introduce importance of mental resilience, length, setting, film in a running related environment. Now it's step by step recommending how we can outline the video. Resources and content, same thing. Guided visualization audio exercise. Format, 5-minute MP3 download, positive self-talk worksheet, downloadable PDF, personal confidence plan template, integration plan for community forum. Says, hey, you can use these. Now, I highly recommend you use something like Kajabi or LearnWorlds as another option. You can check out a 30-day free trial of LearnWorlds and my LearnWorlds Made Simple online course for free, linked in the description below this video as well. Weekly challenge, live Q&A. Now, we can go back and forth a few times to really get this set up and in order. Now, I invite you once again to go back and forth a few times to really get this set up how you want it. And then you're going to move to step 6, which I've kind of already talked about a little bit, using AI, specifically a tool like Descript, to record and create this video so that you can then take this video, edit it in a tool like Descript, grab your free trial of Descript to check out how to do that. I also have videos on my channel that teach how to use Descript, so I highly recommend you check those out. And I actually go through how to use Descript in my free courses as well when you get matched with your perfect e-learning platform using my e-learning platform finder. So I highly recommend that you do that for step 6. So creating that video module content and creating the other content as well. We can actually ask Grok to help us create each of these. And you can go back and forth creating iterations of each of these pieces of content as well, creating PDFs, etc. Then you move on to step 7. Step 7 is integrating this into the right e-learning platform for you. And as I've talked about multiple times in this video, you can find your perfect e-learning platform by using my e-learning platform finder in a matter of seconds, linked right below this video. So what you're going to do is once you get matched with that e-learning platform. I'm going to give you that course to help you get everything set up so that you can get payment processing set up. If you are looking to sell courses, get all your marketing set up if you're looking to sell courses. If you're looking to serve your learners, your internal team members, I'm going to help you get everything set up there as well, getting your KPIs and everything set up for your internal team members to have a successful learning experience or online course there. So that's step 7, is really integrating this into that e-learning platform. Step 8 is starting to create some copy or some information around your learning experience or e-learning program to start promoting it. Now, if you're selling an online course or learning experience, then really what you're doing is you're creating the copy for a sales page. I have multiple sales pages we can look at here for e-learning partners and for Athlete with Asthma. So I go to my coaching and courses. I have my flagship course, eLearning Simplified Academy. So you can go to my website, linked in the description below, and check out these different products. So eLearning Simplified Academy, I highly recommend that you check it out because you may even want to join eLearning Simplified Academy. I have it linked in the description below. You can see the sales page. You can check out YouTube 2K Blueprint, which you may also want to enroll in to really create a passive income stream. And that is linked in the description below. You can see the sales page and you can go back and forth with Grok being like, hey, I want my content to really fit into this section of the sales page. If you do have asthma or you're just interested in losing weight and keeping it off and living a healthier life, you can check out my Drop 30 and Keep It Off sales page, and you can see how you can break it into sections and work directly with Grok to do that. And really, all we need to do is we can go in to Grok and say, great, now I want your help creating a sales page. You take what you know about my course and help me create the hero section or top section of my sales page to match the format of this page. And sometimes it works when you just pull the URL, but I also like to pull some of the copy. Say, see URL and copy example. And then Grok is going to look at that and take what it knows about your course, because we're doing this all in the same chat, in the same thread, and it's going to help us come up with copy to serve our purposes for our course. Now, if you are building a course or a learning experience for your internal teams, this is still very helpful, because what you can do is really come up with what results do your employees get out of taking your experience, and then market it to them, because you're still marketing to your employees. So let's see what it came up with. Want to run your first 5K, 10K, or marathon without asthma holding you back. Whether you're new to running or fear flare-ups, Asthma Proof Runner delivers a proven system plus personalized coaching, community support, and virtual runs with an elite ultra runner, me, to help you conquer your first race with confidence and resilience. So it's taken the structure of what we gave it and helped us create copy around it. We can do this even further. Great. Now add another section based on the URL I sent you, and with this section copy as an example. And now it's going to look at that and look at that part of the URL that we sent Grok, and it's going to build out the next section of copy for our sales page. And we can keep kind of going section by section with this. Now, at some point when you're watching this, you may be able to just give it the entire page, and it's going to come up with, okay, so for this section, I need to show social proof. For this section, I need to actually go through what's in the program. For this section, we're going to go through the personalized coaching piece. We're going to go through the money back guarantee, and then we're going to go through the bonuses. We're going to go on and on and on and on. So you dream of running a 5K, 10K, or marathon, but asthma keeps stopping you in your tracks. Are you tired of wheezing? I'm Johnny, and when I started running, asthma made every step a battle. So you can partner with Grok to build the sales or promotion page for your learning experience or online course. That's step 8. Step 9 is to work with Grok to build an email sequence or an email campaign to sell your online course or learning experience to your customers, or to promote your learning experience to your team members. And we're just going to ask Grok, this is great. Now I want you to come up with 3 to 5 emails selling my course to my audience based on the learner transformation statement, learning outcomes, and everything else we talked about together. This is step 9, building another marketing asset. And you can take this and apply it to anything related to your learning experience. I know we went through 9 steps today of what to do and how to use Grok AI to really serve you and what you're building. But I invite you to take this a step further and challenge it and work with Grok and really give it some challenging prompts so that you can make your life easier, so that you can serve your learners even better and get your content, get your knowledge in front of them as quickly as possible. That's why we partner with AI. That's why I created my coaching community, all about partnering with AI and creating an abundance mindset when it comes to AI. And I highly recommend you check that out. It is linked in the description below the video as well. Here we go. It came up with our emails, and we can go back and forth with Grok to really finalize these emails. We can ask it to give me more. Give me 3 more emails as well, and talk about the fact that I have a 90-day money back guarantee. While Grok processes this prompt, I want to remind you to check out my e-learning platform finder so you can figure out the perfect e-learning or learning experience platform for you in a matter of seconds. Get access to that free trial and get access to a bonus online course where you can literally get personally coached by me by commenting back and forth within the course so that we can get your platform set up and running so you can start serving your learners as quickly as possible. So we have our 7 emails. We can go through, make some adjustments, and I'll see you in the next video.